Obviously, Scott Perunovich went to the Islanders yesterday, and want to thank him and wish him well first and foremost. I talked to the coach over the last little while, and he didn't see a future to get him in the lineup here. So when an opportunity came to give him a chance to play, and the Islanders were interested, it seemed like something that made sense for us to help him along and wish him nothing but the best. He's obviously a great talent in college hockey, one of Hobie Baker, and I hope that he can take those skills to the island and have great success. Also today, as you saw, Brandon Saad wasn't on the ice. He's gone on waivers. He will go on waivers today at 1 o'clock. I talked to he and his representative, and obviously if he gets claims tomorrow, he'll be on a new team. If not, he'll go down to play in Springfield, and that will open up some space for some different players that I'd like to see get in the lineup and see where it goes. So I'll take a couple of questions. It's not here for a State of the Union.
Doug, how did it get to this point with Saad?
I think obviously the production's not there. I think he scored in 4 games this year. He's got 7 goals, 2 goals in 3 games. So, and for a couple of years, we've really nibbled around the edges, bringing in obviously different coaches, bringing in different support players, and but the record is still the same. And I think when I look at Broberg and Holloway and Faska and Suter, I think they've done a nice job coming in, doing what we've asked them to do. But there's been a group that's been here for a while that things don't seem to be changing, and collectively you have to start chipping further and further up.
I know you said presents maybe an opportunity for other players to get in, but where do you see a guy like Dvorsky this season? Is he a guy that you can see come up and play NHL games? Is he ready? Or do you
what we don't want to do is, when we talk about this, and it's a true belief, is we don't want to put players in positions to fail. That's a streaky bunch down there, but they've dealt with a lot of injuries. They're playing pretty good right now. I'm not really sure bringing any of them younger players up here right now would benefit them long term, but that could change in a week. It could change. But for right now, I'd like to see what Texier can do. As our season is gone, we've inserted and taken out that level of player, that part of our lineup, to no change above it. And so right now, let's just settle in with a group of guys and play and see what they can do. Our pro scout saw something in Texier, and now I'd like to see what they saw and give him an opportunity.
Doug, there's a lot of ups. We saw 2 games against Calgary, but there's other times like what's going on right now. 3 coaches have kind of made similar comments about the team. From your 35,000 vantage point, what's missing with this team?
Well, I think there's been a belief in a core group of guys here, and as we're trying to retool, we're leaning heavily on a group of guys. And as I said, we brought in different coaches. And again, the Monty coaching thing wasn't a reflection on Drew. It was more the ability to get someone of Monty's caliber. So, but the record book's going to look, you're right, 3 coaches. But I don't know, it's something, I hear what they say after games. I hear what they say to you guys about their own play, and obviously I can't really disagree with them. They're like last year, I thought Buchnevich and Thomas had good years, statistically had good years, and Schenn didn't have a good year, and this year it's reverse. I think Schenn's played very well since Monty's been here. We haven't had collectively our top 6 guys pull the rope in the same direction to allow that support group to really have an impact on our team. And I think that's what you see, and at least that's what I see right now. It's just our inability for our top end players to put long stretches of play together. Where you have 5 of your 6 top forwards and 4 of your top 5D playing good for not days at a time or weeks at a time, but a month at a time or 6 weeks at a time. That's how you go on runs. You don't, so it's well documented that we haven't gone on a run yet this year, and a little bit concerning for our group is that last year with Drew, we went on a nice run, and then we got right into the playoffs, and instead of getting excited, I think we lost 5 or 6 or 6 out of 7 with Nashville, and then it took us right out of it. This year, coming out of the Christmas break, we looked at our schedule. We saw teams that we felt we needed to get wins against, not just compete, but get wins against. And now we're in January, and we're back in the same spot. We had an opportunity to gain ground, and we lost ground, and that's doing soul searching for all of us.
With Saad, I imagine you try to find a partner before you put him on waivers. Was there just not a market for him?
Yeah, I think right now that the cap is tight, and he's obviously statistically he's not having a great year, and he's got another year left. So if we could find a match, we would try. We don't make these decisions, wake up one day and not try and cultivate the best. I like to put the players in the best situation for success and also get the highest return for the Blues, and that was the same thing with Scotty. It's not like, we don't not try to get the best assets that we can. The market speaks, and then you just react.
Doug, how troublesome is it for you when you're hovering around that wild card, but after a game like last night, you're hearing guys talk about energy is low, body language is negative. How bothersome is that for you?
Yeah, I would say from a manager's perspective or management, and I talk to Alex about it all the time, that's something that I really rely to the coach and the players to figure out. We're up here and we're just observing what's going on, and I'm not in the room. I don't know why they say those things. I don't know why they can't correct those things. I don't know why our home record is under 500. I don't know why we didn't embrace the opportunity of a 3-game homestand to make hay, But my job is to react, or not react to it, but to observe it and then say, okay, well, what do we need to do moving forward? And part of the retool is we're finding out positive and negatives about a lot of different people, a lot of different situations in our group.
Along those lines, what can you do at this point?
Observe. I mean, we're not. Or obviously, you talk to other teams about what they're going through. We are building for something in the future. We are excited about our participation in the World Junior. We're excited about how guys are playing in the American League right now. We're not going to use those type of assets to improve or hope to improve on this team. These guys are we're all making statements on where we're at in the league, in our positions, and so what I can do is just try and observe, try and work with Alex, try and work with Monty, try and push these guys to be the best they can be, and see where it goes.
Did you feel like there's any ability to shake things up, or is that difficult given the circumstance?
As I said, it's not like I don't talk to other managers. It has to fit for everybody. There's a lot of situations where I hang the phone up and I say that sounds really good for him. I'm not sure what's in it for me, and part of it maybe I overvalue some of our guys, and that's part of what Alex and I are going through right now with Monty is, where are we at? Who's been here the longest, and do we have the same? Are we correct in our assessment of where they're at?
In the very near term, I mean, you would have 13 forwards, 60. Are you expecting guys to come up from Springfield just for bodies there?
Not right now. As I said, they have a pretty good thing going down there right now. We're in Iowa this weekend. We can get somebody to Utah if we need to. But as I said, I don't want to say this the correct way. Like, if I want to see Texier play the less options that the coach has, the more likely he's going to play.